Patriots coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Setting up play action. Franks. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there on the first play of the game.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Slam. Show it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Oliver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On first down, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Wilson. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They go play action now. Wilson completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Patriots are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Franks. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Franks looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 7-7, our score after 1. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw is taken in by Waddle. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Zach Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Franks now to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here in 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Open man is Waddle, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
And they have just not.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Patriots 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down throw. Here's Franks. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, here's Franks. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Franks. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, Wilson. Open man right side is Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hines. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, run.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Pats are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Setting up play action. Franks. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Now Franks. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught by Callaway. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. It's Franks now from the shotgun. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Browns drive about to get started. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2nd and 20. Oh, Wilson going to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Throwing now is Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.